Hi guys, so Battle of the Battlebots, episode 2, season 4. So kicking off straight away with the fights. First up was Huge against Son of Waiachi. Huge went with the very much Gabriel style wheels, but they didn't stand up as well as the Gabriel wheels. I think this is probably because Son of Waiachi is more of a bludgeoner than a kind of cutter almost. Like if you see the carbide disc, it's still got the kind of bluntish end bits, but generally it's still, I don't know if it delivers as much energy as Son of Waiachi does. Also in the slow-mo you can see it kind of like folds it against the ground, and I think there was nowhere else for the wheel to go, so that was just the reason why it shattered. But still, to survive that long against Son of Waiachi, hats off to Huge just for that, to be honest. And they didn't fall in half, so that's always good. Next up was Texas Twister against Black Dragon. This fight was just like proper full-on, just like hitting each other, bits flying off, fire, smoke, like the works. I liked this fight. There was a bit in the middle I really liked where Texas Twister was being like shoved full speed towards the side and managed to turn around just at the last minute and use the weapon on Black Dragon rather than on the arena wall, as it were. Judge decision wise, yeah, this could have gone either way for me, to be honest. I wouldn't have been able to call that. Third fight, the rematch, Duck versus Bombshell. So even Chris and Kenny were sort of getting the vibe that this was kind of a big deal. If you, like, every time they say, let the battle begin, and the fight starts, this is the first time I've heard it said with a little more panache.
Let the battle begin!
The fight itself is kind of over very quickly, to be honest, but I think if I was in How Rocket Cheese, I'd have done exactly the same. They were immobilized, don't tempt fate. We've seen it happen before with robots. They go in to attack a robot when it's already, like, knocked out, as it were, and then they end up losing or something. So yeah, fair play to him, I say. Next fight, Shatter versus Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, the new one, I'm liking how it looks. It seems improved from last season, but also did catch fire, which isn't great. But I like the way they kind of, I don't know if this was what they were trying to do, but when they caught fire, they then like launched their flamethrower on top, almost as if to like starve the other fire of oxygen, maybe like fight fire with fire. Ooh. Which did seem to briefly work each time, but then eventually just got too much. But still won the fight, obviously. Shatter just didn't seem to be able to get like a decent axe blow on Witch Doctor at all. That armor seemed to do its job for the most part, though, so that's good to see some like a different style of defense. Again, that evolution, which I love so much in this show. They also did long intros for this fight, like the main event intros, which was weird because it's not like they do them all for like every robot and then just don't show it. Like, when I saw the filming, they only did those big main intros for the main events. So I don't know why they did that for this, but I don't know. Some sort of backup main event for another episode or something, I don't know. Then we saw the debut of Mammoth against Axe Backwards. So Mammoth is just a bizarre design. Like, when I first saw it, I thought, right, they've got all that massive like reach for this weapon. Why isn't that spinning crazy fast? But then thinking about it, obviously their weight is very spread out, so I think if they spun that really fast it would just explode the second hit, I think. So I really like, it's such a weird weapon that doesn't even have a description really. Just kind of a wall slapper, just like go away, go to the wall. Anyway, regardless, it's also a crane, which is nice. It's good to see a really out there design work. That's always nice because you can get some wacky designs and they're just, you know, whatever, but it's really good when one of them works and people think, okay, that's actually viable, fair play, and then encourages more people to experiment with designs and stuff, so that's really cool. Had Axe Backwards had that drum spinner working, though, I feel probably would have gone the other way. But, and that's a shame because I really like full body drums. I think they're very underrepresented. I think Barbarous back in the day in Robot Wars was actually really good. I liked it. Like, it was quite fragile, but when it actually hit, you know, it got some decent hits on stuff. So yeah, I really want to see Axe Backwards do better in their forthcoming fights. Next fight was Wanhu versus Captain Shredderator. So I'm not going to get into the politics of Captain Shredderator refusing to fight people, etc. I'll just judge it as a fight that it is. That being the case, I think Captain Shredderator actually, this was one of the best fights I've seen them fight. Like, they were absolutely destroying Wanhu. Yeah, mechanical failure, as is the nature of this sport. You can be absolutely dominating the fight, but if something goes wrong, you're a robot and you stop, that's it, you've lost. So yeah, it was a shame really to see that for them. And like I say, not getting into the politics. And the main event fight was Minotaur versus Whiplash.
Whiplash.
As frequenters of this channel may know, Minotaur is like, I love Minotaur. I really want it to always do well forever. Nothing against Whiplash, of course. I was really disappointed in this fight. Not that they lost, because, you know, if your favourite robot loses, you know, get on with it. But the fact that the drum didn't spin up, therefore it wasn't at full performance, that's a real shame. I really hope they sort that out for the rest of the series. But regardless, like, the driving was still really good, and yeah, Whiplash really performed really well. So again, good to not to have like a short fight for the main event as well. So yeah, a good real show of driving skill there. So overall, another really solid episode, some mad fights, some, again, we've got new armor, new weapon types, so I just love all this stuff. And can we just take a second to just appreciate how good this show looks? Like, look at this footage. It's gorgeous. It's just brilliant. Yeah, after like years of watching Robot Wars on full free ratio and 360p, this is, yeah, it's really, it's just so beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Cheerio.